Good morning, everyone. It's time to go on the record.
2 weeks do not make a trend.
Governor Patrick not backing down on proposed budget cuts that will whack local aid. The battle lines have been formed. A legion of mayors and Governor-elect Baker on the other side. So who's going to win? Speaking of local aid, it's been almost a year since Dan Rivera became mayor of Lawrence. The mayor is our guest today. And
4 of the state's 6 constitutional offices will be held by women. But the top prize, governor, still eludes a woman. We wondered, why?
From WCPB Boston, the inside word from Washington to Beacon Hill. Today's newsmakers are going on the record.
good morning, everyone. I'm Ed Harding, along with Janet Wood, who's Center 5's political reporter. Thank you for joining us on OTR. Settle in with that last turkey sandwich, and there is plenty of time before the Super Bowl preview between the Packers and the Patriots. So let's talk politics with Dan Rivera, the mayor of Lawrence. Almost a year ago, he had an upset victory over the incumbent, William Lantigua. There are a lot of challenges in the past 11 going on 12 months. Sir, great to see you. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
How was Turkey Day? Was it good for you?
Yeah, it's always good. My in-laws do a good job and do a little bit of sleeping. It was just really nice.
I want to know, share with everyone the discipline. Now, you said you made a pledge.
Yeah, so I have to lose 50 pounds by January.
By January.
And so I made sure I had portion control.
That's
How are you going to go
control.
through Thanksgiving and
Portion
holidays
control.
with that? I don't know.
Portion control is a big thing. And I walked a lot. Walking
There
is
you
a big
go.
thing.
Very good.
Speaking of portion control, Governor Patrick has proposed some hefty cuts in the local aid budget. Much of it's coming out of your budget as the mayor of Lawrence in the form of local aid. What's your reaction to his proposal?
You know, I'm generally would be against something like that, and I know that he's got a tough position. We walked into similar problems in Lawrence, but there's got to be a different way. I don't know what that way is. I mean, that's outside of my pay grade, but I just know that some of this money is critical to what we do in the city, and you know, first and foremost. Public safety and making sure we have enough cops on the street, and I think that they're going to keep some of that stuff whole. And if they do that, then you know, if we got to cut 50 grand, 60 grand, that's good. If we got to go a little bit over 100 grand, I think it's going to be a problem for us.
You're going to go up to Beacon Hill and lobby your state legislators to get them to
already
rethink
started.
it? It's
Absolutely, already started.
Mayor Walsh said last week when he sat in that very chair that revenues were up for the early part of November. The governor just said at the beginning of the show, 2 weeks do not a trend to make, but he seemed to suggest that as well. I mean, don't you wait for revenues before you make a decision?
Well, no, I think they got to plan for the worst and hope for the best, right? I mean, because if it comes out that it isn't a trend, and then you're stuck, you got to make tough decisions fast. Those things don't get better with time.
Speaking of tough decisions, you recently fired a top aide, Arthur McCabe, for mismanaging a program that had ineligible clients and overran its payroll by 30%. You inherited the program?
I did. We inherited a problem.
So why did it take 11 months to take action?
Listen, this stuff is very difficult when you have union employees and you have a process that is really oversaw by the state. So you want to make sure you do everything by the book. And we didn't really fire him because of cause. We fired him because we ran out of money for the program. Because the program was being run in a community development department, which is really odd for us, we moved it to where it should be a nonprofit that does work with some of these at-youth risk.
Right.
When we did that, there wasn't enough money for a position for him, so we laid him off. But at the end of the day, when we looked at the program, it wasn't where it should be. And it's really a hallmark program for kids at risk coming out of the judicial system.
Now, last week you let go another longtime city employee who is in charge of bilingual elections. What was the problem here, and could it possibly impact the results from the election earlier this month?
Well, I'll tell you what, again, a lot of these things about letting people go is about building some confidence in city government, that people care about the outcomes that we pay for every day. So when you have a when you have an elections official or election department that consistently is underperforming, something's wrong. You got to do something about it. So we reviewed it. We asked somebody from one of our legal team to come and look at the outcomes and what happened during the day, and it was just another set of bad things happening at election time, and we said, well, to do the same thing is lunacy, so we had to do something quick.
Are you confident that the election results will be okay, that they won't change or nothing will be impacted?
The elections have been certified. There shouldn't be a problem. And lastly, this, you know, again, because the person was at will, I did all that I could within my power to remove that person.
Are there still other workers from prior administrations 1 year later that you think that you'd like to let go and you'd like to see be replaced?
Well, we started to have a climate in City Hall that things have to be professionalized. You have to show up every day and you got to work really hard and you got to show a difference to the citizens of the city. So everything is still on the table.
So the others may go still?
Absolutely, and I don't consider this cleaning house. I think this is what you're supposed to do to run a good government. You're a steward of good people's money. You want them to know that you're managing people's time and their equipment that they pay good money for every year in a stellar way. And so everybody's on notice. You got to work hard. the city of Lawrence.
Janet just mentioned prior administrations. Your predecessor, Willie Lantigua, just lost his latest election return to the State House as a legislator. Do you think it's the end of the line? Do you think he has a viable political future ahead of him? Because his name still sits in your city.
Yeah, no, I think when I think about it, I just think it's just another chapter moving away from the negative 4 years we had before. And the citizens of Lawrence are really clear. They just don't want any more of it. I don't know what he's going to do next, but all I know is that Lawrence has already turned the page on him.
Speaking of turn the page, I have just opened the page for the OTR pop quiz. Are you ready? What was that now, huh?
So, just so you know, my punt answer this time is going to be Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda. Very good.
I got one ready every time, just saying.
then you win. Ding, 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 all the time. All right, question one. Of Lowell, Haverhill, and Lawrence, 3 large cities in the Merrimack Valley, the one that Charlie Baker carried for governor is Lowell, Haverhill, or Lawrence?
Lowell.
Is Haverhill. Baker carried Haverhill by 12 points. Your city of Lawrence went big for Martha Coakley by more than 40. Question 2. On January 8th, Charlie Baker will be sworn in as the next governor. What is the official formal title of how a Massachusetts governor should be referred to? Is it His Excellency, Your Eminence, Mr. Baker? The official title, the formal title of how a Massachusetts governor should be referred to.
Mr. Baker.
I find this one interesting. His Excellency.
Really?
The title is a throwback to the royalty appointed by governors of the province of the Massachusetts.
Which is really odd, because at the Massachusetts Bay Colony,
exactly right.
They didn't want an excellency.
You know, and that, which is to the point, you call the president Mr. President, and the governor His Excellency.
Well, it is the Commonwealth.
We continue on the record. Stay with us.